There we go.
You got a student. He can find the house. Hey, can y'all hear me okay? Everybody good? I am Greg DMC. That's gifted, reaching extraordinary goals.
Nice.
It means that. The name of this piece is called Proof. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, now be the proof. I say, by the time you hear this, my hope is that you could listen. Read between the lines for the signs as I speak the vision. Like how salvation without the armies, the suit, kitchen, and missions. I flow beyond this time. I wrote this in the next dimension. Al holding my pearls, clear eyes, making decisions. I'm precise when I write, so my words pinpoint precision. Point blank range when I'm spitting, so no question if this is hidden. Plus I'm gifted with the ability to speak to your spirit. So later on, you'll tell your people to listen. Like, okay, now I get it. Whether you catch the art or not, my job is to paint the picture. Like Michelangelo and Picasso, skills mirror Da Vinci. Flow spiritual, so like Jesus, I know I sent me. I sat on a circle 7. It's impossible to spin me. I studied the ancient text. Now the Lucia represents me. And I believe in oneness now, so there's no use in going against me. Now you may look at me like the next man in my stature and my build. Or you may be able to read my aura, my chakras, or my energetic fields. But hell, some of y'all don't even know what I mean. But based on my skin tone and hair texture alone, you should see me as a king. And I'm more than qualified to also be called a priest. Though I've sold drugs to a lot of people in this world. At one point I was known as a heavy in the streets. But then I willingly went into the jails at least once a week to deliver a message to the prophets stuck in the belly of the beast. See, I'm destined to fulfill my calling, the uplifting and falling when I speak. And I could hold the office of a pastor or a prophet, but I choose to only speak and teach. Because I may breach the code of ethics, been a little hardcore with the lessons due to the caliber of the crowds I'm sent to reach. You know, those of you who ain't jaded, faded, or motivated by these watered-down messages. To be honest, most of y'all used to hearing the scriptures out of context get conformed to the lifestyles of the messengers or the culture of the church. And based on your denomination and the population, there's a certain preparation to what messages you'll get to hear first. And I know I lost a lot of y'all right there, and it's quite common with this piece. See, you go to church to hear the message, and later on in the week, you see the same exact lesson taught on TV. And like me, the first few times you hear it, you feel it. Like, yeah, that's a confirmation in the spirit. But once you live in the spirit, you notice the difference. See, that's not the way the spirit works, but how this religious system functions. See, a spiritual confirmation requires a confrontation. And that's the physical evidence to your spiritual unction. See, this is considered deep. But this is the true sincere meat. And you've been trained your whole life to drink the milk and mush of the word, so you never really learn how to use your spiritual teeth. And it takes work to chew this type of meat. Otherwise, this is something that you can't swallow. It's not that the message is too deep, it's just that you've been conditioned and trained to believe in messages that are way too shallow. And when Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter once become quitters, eager to just follow. Yeah, I understand the smug faces, I ain't here to plead those cases. To be honest, this message was only designed to reach a few. Those of you who study to show yourself approved as a workman and if not be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth. For you, this is cool.
Nice.
I am.
The message proceeds.